Hey y'all, it's Bernie's Creations. I have some more like notebooks, well, journals to share with you. I did some like art journaling and stuff, and I took my artwork. Well, I had an old art journal. It was a Disillusions journal, my first one, that I was going to throw out because it was like falling apart and stuff, and I didn't do much in it. I just used it to like wipe off stuff and whatnot. So I was ripping pages out of that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. And I used that to make these, and then I took the pages and then I added on top of them like a lot. So like most of these pages had like barely nothing on them, or they were just like the page was just pink and orange, so I added everything else to it. Some of them just had decoupaged paper on them. Some of them you can still see the white on them, so you'll see. And then one page was like, I had like a page in my art journal that I wrapped in black duct tape, and I had paint on top of it, and whatnot. And I'll point it out to you guys. So I altered big composition notebooks, but then I also made, that's what I did using the old art journal pages. And then I did 4 small, really tiny notebooks, like little books you can throw in your purse, but I didn't use art journal pages. I had, I wipe off my extra paint on, I have these scrap cutout pieces. They're like in the size of a postcard, and I just use them when I'm art journaling, and I wipe off the excess on them. So, excuse me, I took those pages and I made little notebooks. So, like, here's the first one. So you can see I have like brown paint just splattered on there, and I have like a stencil, and then I did some stamping and stuff. So this one says note, and the back one, this one's plain on the back. I don't know why, whatever, but these are just little tiny cute little notebooks. And then this one had the stuff in the back, and obviously I added on top of this, and then I did the black with the stencil. I did some doodling, I added a saying, and I did some stamping and whatnot. And this one has stuff in the back. That one, and then this one, you know, pretty basic stuff. And there's the back of that one, and then this one's my favorite. So, yep, and then the back, I just stamped on the back of that one. So, and then I forgot to show these 4 other ones in my other journal video because I wanted to keep the art journaling ones and the other journal separate. But I took some photographs I had made them into postcards, but I took them and I attached them to some notebooks. So like they're animals with their mommy and like the baby animals. So yes, this one's a hippo one, a giraffe one. I forgot to show these. So, and then here's the elephants, and then I have orangutans. So super cute. So there's those, and then let me show you my art journal. So this one had just orange and like pink on the background, and I added, I'm not going to go through like what I did for all of them, but I just pretty much layered stencils. That's pretty much what I did for the majority of them. I just kept layering and layering, and then once they were dry, I went in with like my pens and stuff, and I added doodling, and then I picked, some of them have words on them or sayings on them, and then I went in and did some stamping for some of them. And yeah, so I had lots of fun with this one. So here's this one, and it has a angel wing on it, and it says be bold or italic, never regular. And I love that. And then the back, so I made the backs coordinate with the front. So like I'd wipe off excess on the back so like it would still coordinate. So you can see back here, you can see where some of the stencils I used and whatnot. So there's the first one. Super fun. I'm gonna stick them over there. This one is my absolute favorite one. If this one doesn't sell, I'm gonna keep it for myself. I mean, I love them all, but this one's my favorite. So here's the front. So you can probably tell why it's my favorite. So this page only had this music note paper decoupaged on. to the page, and there was nothing else on it besides like drips and stuff of some paint that like leaked onto the page from other pages and whatnot. So I went in with like yellow paint, and I just kind of went like this with one of the spatula things, and then I just did stenciling and layering, and then I went with this big stencil and went over in black, and I did some stamping and whatnot. And then the back here, you can see, still has some white. This page just had like spray on it, and I just went in with some of the stencils that I used on the cover on the back just to keep it coordinated, I guess you could say. So there's the back and there's the front. This one doesn't have much. I did try to get the yellow in there, but there's not as much as it is on the front. But that's my favorite one. And then this page had a bunch of animal prints and different papers, decoupaged, and doilies, which you'll see. So this had like a peacock theme to it, and you can actually see there's some peacock feathered paper here and here. You can't really see it anymore because I painted on top of it, but yeah, so I just went in with different stencils and layered, so you can see kind of some of the skull stencils. You can see kind of, I don't know if I added it, and then the back kind of just coordinates. You can see the zebra print that I used on the front. I used like zebra, and then this purple one, and then this one. So yeah, I just layered, and then I went in with the paint with these, and then once this was all dry, I went in with the white pen, and I did that, and then I did this stamping all the way around the edge. And then this saying says you can't skip and be unhappy at the same time. And these are all from Dylusions. Most of the products I use on this is Dylusions, and all the paint I use on this is the Dylusions paint. So yeah, there's that one. I'm just gonna do it that way. Alright, then this one, this is the duct tape page I was talking about. So this has black duct tape on it, and it had like green and red paint on it. You can kind of see here. And then like down here, that's like original paint. So I went in with my green and red paints, and I just did some layering. So you can see in the back here, these are the stencils I used. So here's this page, had paint on it already, but I went in with like the green, the red, and then this lighter green color from Dylusions just to coordinate with what I did on the front. So yeah, you can see where I did the arrows and the dots. That was what I did. And yeah. So, and then I went in, this is a Saw Crafter stencils, these numbers, and then I went in with brown, but it wasn't dark enough for me, so I went in with the black, and I really like how this came out. So there is that one. And I'm kind of happy I went in with the brown first, because it kind of gave it a little bit of a shadow tone, which is really cool. So I'm pretty happy with that as well. So there's that one, and there's the back again. So that one's cool too. I really love how these came out. So this one is like typical Dylusions layout, because this page already had this stamped on it and this girl on it, so I just kind of added on top of it. It had like all these spider webs stamped on it, so I didn't like add that to the journal. I just, you know, went with it. So pretty much what I did with this is I just did the stenciling on top of it. Everything else was in the art journal page, and then I went in with like my white and black pen, and I just added accents to things. And then the back, you can see there's a lot of white here, and you can see where I like rubbed off the extra spray, and I did the stencil on here, because you can see I did the skull on the front cover too, so I added it to the back along with the keyhole I did. So yeah, so there's that one. Sorry. Oops. Alright, here's the next one. So this page, this is a really interesting page. This one actually had a napkin, like a dinner napkin. You can kind of see the texture of it, I guess. Decoupage this page. So I just went in, and it was really colorful already, so I just went in and I layered a ton. You probably can't see it from like where you are, but I did. I even went in the back here and added more. So like here, the hearts, this, the skulls, and whatnot is what I've added. And I added more in here, like the keyholes and a couple other things. And then I went in with the zebra print, and I did that in black. And then in white, this is a stencil I did. I went and I stamped this. This is a Dylusion stamp, but then I went in with the white pen and I traced over it along with the little spider. And hi, Bubbles. Did you guys hear my cat? And it says, change for no one and believe in who you are. So this one's really fun. And then my little baby cousin saw this and he was like, oh my god, I like the skull. And I'm like, but this is girly. He's like, it's okay, I like it. And I was like, oh, I'll make you one, like blue and red. So I'm gonna make him another one. And there's my cat. Get your butt out of the camera. And then here's this one. So this one had just a ton of different papers. Decoupage, that's why this paper is like so thick. So pretty much what I did was I went over the whole thing with a baby wipe with the brown paint, and then I did some red stenciling, which is, I don't know if I did the back. Yeah, I did like the honeycomb, and here's the back page. This was just another page that I just added what I had here to kind of make it coordinate. So yeah. Because when I was flipping through, I picked what I wanted for the main color covers, and then I picked pages that I thought I knew I could kind of coordinate to try to make it match this. So then this one I went with the fleur-de-lis, and then the clock, and then I did this geometric black over the whole cover, which I love. I'm so happy with this one. And then there's just the back. Bubbles, move. Get your butt out of the camera. And oops, here's the last one. So this one had this, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like this leaf stenciled in here, and it was all colorful, and I just layered and layered and layered because it was already busy, but I just added it. And then I did the big flower on top of everything after I layered, and then I did the butterflies, and then I went in, you know, with my white pen. And this one has the skulls on it again, too. And this one says, if you're already walking on thin ice, you as well dance. So I really like that one because the butterflies remind me of them, like, dancing. And then the back of this one's pink because this page was originally, like, pink with the leaves. But, yeah. So I kind of I added the butterflies and then this to the back, which is on the front. Just so it can coordinate a little better. Everything else was already there, like this white print, this page came out really cool. Excuse me. So there's my last one. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.